After months of conversations, a controversial plan is off the table.
This thing is now charged. It's an us versus them.
A pilot program that would have brought officers back to Seattle public schools for the first time since 2020. The test run would have
Whoa. Since 2020? That's insane. Oh my God. This is wild. Since 2020? You know something? And I think I talked about this before. I'll talk about it after the video, though.
Included Garfield High in the Central District, a neighborhood that has seen multiple acts of violence in recent years.
When you want to talk to me about reducing police violence to our children, then talk to me about bringing them into schools. But in the meantime, don't bring them.
The plan had limitations.
First and foremost, you know, everything starts with the parents first, right? You are educated by your parents first. The school system is just the extra. So people who are complaining about the school system is much part of the problem, because how you raise your kids can affect everything else. It starts from parents. Parents are the educators of the kids. Like, I don't get what, and I can understand that people got jobs and everything, but guess what? If this would not be happening when it comes to two-parent households. And I said this so many times. I've said this many times before, that one of the best education systems that exists today and so forth, and in lifetime, is homeschooling. Now, I've mentioned this suggestion before about something different, but I'm gonna get to the end of it.
Officers couldn't get involved in school discipline or non-criminal activity and could only intervene when there's immediate danger or threats.
But I'm directly opposed to this SEO pilot program.
Some of the concerns I have is that this cop will be armed. It says so in the proposal.
I believe it's the job of the principal to know what's going on. If he needs.
First and foremost, what's wrong with a cop being armed? Y'all educate y'all kids to be fearful of so many different things, and y'all realize police officers are not that damn bad. There are such things as crooked police officers, but like I said, you can't really like pin all police officers on one bad police officer. Like, this is the part of the problem.
The police, you can always call them.
For many, it was personal.
I've had teachers harm my children, try to bully my children from elementary, middle school has happened, high school has happened.
This is why fathers are necessary.
Smith's family has a long history at Garfield.
Police officer inside the school as a staff person, I'm totally against that. What we want is to prevent people from even getting on that campus to cause any harm.
That's your problem right there. And this is, like I said, this is why fathers are mandatory, because y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all don't understand protection of kids. We are trying to protect kids, and yet instead y'all don't even know half of the situations y'all are putting yourselves into. Like, this is a bigger issue than it looks. Like, y'all are making a mountain out of a molehill. Police officers are there to protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Not to put fear in nobody else. The only people who are putting fear into these kids' minds about police officers are parents, TV shows, movies, everything they watch and listen to. That's it. It all starts with the parents first. What they allow their kids to listen to and watch, they should be able to let their kids know that not all police officers are bad. And that's part of the problem.
Within 2 hours, some board members were clearly torn. Others more direct.
I don't trust this district. You all have broken my trust over and over and over again.
Because y'all voted for these people. Without having the proper procedure, without vetting these people out properly, without actually doing the research, y'all voted for these people. And if y'all would have voted correctly, rather than identity politics and skin color, y'all would have done much better.
To some degree, for others, agreed. Of course, this plan or another version of it could come back somewhere down the road. It was also pointed out that police do still have the ability to patrol in the vicinity of schools, but because this failed, they just can't be stationed inside. Live in Seattle, Jim Nelson, King 5 News.
Like I said, I'm going to say this again. I think boys and girls should be in separate school systems. Like, it should be in separate, like, schools. I don't care what everybody thinks. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know why. However, the best option, if I was in a better position, if I was in a good position, let's just say in one of these positions of leadership, I would make sure that every school system has boys and girls separated. Boys should be in one school, girls should be separated in another school. That way boys can focus on being boys, girls can focus on being girls, kids can be kids. There's no gender flop. Fuck that shit. I don't care. You could be that psychotic parent as much as you want. But honestly, if I had a law in perspective, I would literally call you grooming your child to be a girl, you'll groom your boy to be a girl, and your girl to be a boy, a crime. That is grooming. That is insane. That is dogmatism. I don't care what people think about it, because you know it's going to be the nutcases that think this way. But honestly, this would be a best option because this allows kids to be kids. People be putting all this stuff on kids way too early instead of them allowing to be young human beings. Having fun, just getting into shit. And it's not bad. It's not as bad as it seems. But yes, there's such things as terrible twos. There's such things as terrible three. Look, threes are terrible too. So, but they are just growing. And the problem with these kids that are learning that are quick to learn, that are just being educated so fast to be adults so damn early is they don't know the consequences in the near future of what they are getting themselves into. Like, a lot of these people, a lot of these parents who be pushing these gender crap on their kids don't realize that they can end up losing their life in the near future, or taking other people's lives like you've seen recently in the last few months. The school system needs a whole new rehaul. I think, like I said, the government needs a whole new rehaul. It needs a whole change in every leadership, because y'all are not vetting for these people properly, probably because y'all know these people. Who cares? If they are not doing right by the kids, if they are not doing right by these students and protecting these kids, they need just to get the fuck up out of here. Because situation being, it's not gonna get any better down the line. Whenever the next voting system comes through, y'all just gotta vet these people out. Because these kids are the future. And I just want to see things get better in the school systems. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And I'll just leave a link in the description as well. So y'all take it easy. And there's a lot of work to do. There is a ton of work that needs to be done in this state.